Hi guys, hi Ma'am Ferrer. This is my report, and CA1 is all about reception, diagnostic center, and admission inmates. What is reception and diagnostic center? Reception and diagnostic center in every prison which shall receive, study, and classify inmates and detainees committed to the Bureau. First, quarantine. Upon admission in the reception and diagnostic center, an inmate shall be placed in quarantine for at least 5 days, during which he shall be first given a physical examination to determine any physical illness or handicap or mental ailment, and to segregate those suspected of having an infectious or contagious disease. If found sick, the inmate shall be immediately confined to the prison hospital. And the second is oriented with the prison rules. Number 3, interview by the counselor, social worker, or other program staff officers. The interview shall be conducted in private. Assignment of inmates. After the quarantine period, the inmate shall remain in the reception and diagnostic center for a period not exceeding 55 days, where he shall undergo a psychiatric, psychological, sociological, vocational, educational, and religious, and other examination. The result of said examination shall be the basis for the inmate's individualized treatment program. Thereafter, he shall be assigned to the prison facility as may be recommended by the Chief of the Reception and Diagnostic Center. Mano siya ang RDC. So, admission process. After sa assignment of inmates, mano siya ang admission process. After registration of the inmate shall be photograph front and side view, fingerprint, and assign a permanent prison number. The male inmate shall then be given a regulation haircut and as bird, mustache, and any shall be shaven off. Admission of inmates. An inmate shall be admitted in the reception and diagnostic center of a prison upon presentation of the following document: A. The mitimus or commitment order of the court. B. Information and the court decision in the case. C. Certification of detention if any. Letter D. Certification that the case of the inmate it is not on appeal. Take note, a female inmate shall be received only at the SU. Form on mitimus or commitment order. The mitimus or commitment order shall be under the signature of the judge and shall be where the cell of court, arrested by the clerk of the court, therefore. For separate but coordinate procedure of classification diagnosis. First, diagnosis. Number 2, treatment planning. Number 3, execution of treatment program. And number 4 is reclassification. First is the prisoner case history in the taking and his personality study through examinations and observation. The RDC staff determine the nature and extent of the person's criminality and the extent to which he may be rehabilitated. And the second treatment planning this is the formulation of the tentative treatment program suited to the needs and interests of the individual prisoner based on the finding of RDC staff. Number 3 is execution of treatment program. This is the application of the treatment program and policies by the classification committee. And the last one is the treatment program is keep current with the inmates' changing needs and with news analysis based on the information not available at the time of the initial classification committee. Meeting of the inmates case which continues from the time of the first classification until the inmates is released. So what is reception diagnostic center? This is the office where newly arrived prisoner is proceed and evaluated before a prisoner is admitted to the operating situation. So he must stay at the RDC. RDC is Reception Diagnostic Center for 60 days, where he will undergo staff interviews, examination, documentation, and initial classifications. This is known as diagnostic examination. So admission procedure in prison. First, receiving. Second is checking commitment papers. Third is establishing identity of the prisoner. Number 4 is searching a prisoner. Number 5 is assignment of quarters. First is receiving. The new prisoner is received either in the center of RDC or in the prison, but later on transferred to the center. Number 2 is checking commitment papers. The receiving checks the commitment papers if they are ordered that it's contains the signature of the judge on the signature of the clerk of court and cell of the court. Number 3 is establishing identity of the prisoner. The person's identity is established through the pictures and fingerprints of the prisoner appearing on the commitment order. And number 4 is searching the prisoner. These steps involves the frisking of the prisoner and searching of his personal things. So mother yung mag-check sa ilaha. And the last one is assignment of quarters. The new prisoners is then sent to the quarantines until where he spend 5 days. And thank you and God bless.